It's time for another beautiful episode of Sky Terran to Grandmaster. In the last episode, we dominated with Banshees. We played maybe my most perfect game yet. In this episode, I would like to explore a little bit more battle cruisers, maybe some Ravens. Let's begin. Alright, first game is against Joe Bob Joe. Not quite sure what his name actually is supposed to be, but we're gonna call him Joe for now. Now, I said I wanted to make battle cruisers. I mostly have in mind TVT, because in TVT, we've been dominating with Banshees. We feel like we need them, but I feel like I could totally go for some kind of battle cruiser opener and keep playing battle cruisers. Now, what can I do against Protoss? I actually wouldn't mind playing like a little bit Viking based or something, you know, because Vikings can be really good against Protoss. If you guys have watched my Penguin Brothers to Grandmaster series, which has a lot of Vikings in it, you would know that Penguins have a lot of potential against Protoss, but it sometimes is a little bit difficult to use them. Like, for example, if there's Blink Stalkers, if they don't micro the Stalkers that much, the trades are going to be really good, but if they... you know, if they actually micro, if they kite back and forth, you're going to have a very hard time getting value out of your Vikings. And then you're going to have to, like, fly them around to his base and defend with some other stuff. But what could I use to defend then in that case, right? But we'll see. Now, that is a very early probe scout. I guess we always have to be wary of being cannon rushed when we do get probe scouted that early. But seems like it was just a, you know, a crazy early scout. Let's see, though. You always have to pay attention, guys. When there's a pylon going down, we have to be on a high alert. Now, if they scout that early, you always have to keep your SCV at the front because else he can come back and damage this. Maybe I can actually find him before he recharges shield. Actually, did he just leave? Did he probe scout that early to just leave me alone? Okay, that is a little bit surprising, but I'll take it because, I mean, if you guys have played TVP on ladder before, you probably know how annoying it is to get probe harassed that early, but he's actually going to leave me alone, which is pretty nice. Now, I did still respect his probe, so I kept my SCV out for longer than, you know, I could have sent it back earlier is what I'm trying to say, but obviously I wanted to be legit. So, he still did indirect damage in that way. Now, Factory's gonna go up. I have been getting owned a little bit by people still sending their unit across, even though they scouted a double gas, so... maybe I should just make my CC on the high ground this time. Oh, but by the way, before I forget, guys, today I'm gonna ask again. I asked in another video, but I asked it really late in the video, so I didn't get a lot of comments about it. But I want to do a video that's basically like, you know, YouTube decides you thermals builds, or I don't know, that is probably not going to be called that, but something like that. So I would like you guys to suggest really crazy builds for me to try, and to suggest a league or a rank of the player I should try it again. So you could suggest, for example, opening with 4 starport battlecruiser against Diamond 3 or something like that. And if I think you're underestimating the build or maybe overestimating it, then I might change like the league I play against. But I want to try this again, so if you guys have fun builds to suggest, go ahead. And make sure to go in the comments and like the comments as well, because I'll most likely try like the 3 highest liked comments. Now, the last time I did this, it was completely overshadowed because ooh, we're actually getting cheesed here. Because that's the episode I played against a hacker, so everyone was commenting about the hacker I played against, so I didn't really get to, you know, see a lot of build suggestions there. But I would like to try it again, so please guys, suggest your builds, and let's see if we can actually have a fun episode out of that. Now, what am I supposed to do against someone cheesing me like this? I'm actually not quite sure. I guess Vikings would be pretty logical. Battlecruisers are absolutely illogical, but I'm still gonna do it because I'm me, and you guys know I'm a little bit of a psycho sometimes. No matter how many times I accuse my opponents of being a psycho, I do also admit that I'm most of the time it's me that's being the psycho. Now, wait, actually, I can just steal this reactor here. I can steal this reactor and then later pop it on a tech lab for battlecruisers. That sounds like it could work. It does sound a little bit crazy. But he's gonna sacrifice an adept for that. Interesting. Now, what sucks here is that I lost my Reaper, so I scouted his entire base. It's clear that he's doing something really weird, but I don't know what it is. It could technically be DT, so maybe I should save my my scanner G here. Let's get my barracks out in the front. And I guess I'm not gonna launch a single mule anymore. Though I feel like DTs probably should have arrived by now. Okay, so there. Oh, it's a robo proxy. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna have to reroute to this bunker already. I know I'm not gonna be able to repair that in time. So here we go. He's gonna do a lot of damage with those. Oh, Vikings are gonna be good here though. Oh, actually, oh, he's going way too deep here, I think. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty all right for us. I do need to get a surround on those though. I can't let him kite forever. That's kind of annoying. Maybe single out these stalkers here, and now I'm gonna drop some mules and sell the bunker. Now, I'm not sure if he can actually hit this Viking. Like, the Viking would get one-shot by the Immortal. That's why I'm trying to go out on the edges here. There we go. And, I mean, we have some SCVs alive. It's really not a lot, though. Oh, he even has a battery. Okay, I'm not sure why the battery's there, but... Oh, he has an observer, too. Ooh, I think we may have actually lost this gun, guys. He's gonna Chrono Boost another Immortal. I'm not sure where the observer is. I haven't been able to look for it. Oh, it's right there. Okay. It's in the hiding in the noob mode over there. Just gonna try and snipe it now. There we go. Please kill it before the battery heals. Okay, there we go. Now that is actually a massive step. Oh, he's gonna come up a line, lose a Stalker for that. That is nice. I need more gas here, though. Because I'm pretty much only allowed to make these Vikings. There's nothing useful I can make besides these here. Well, let's see. There's no... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, there's no Immortal yet, but there is actually the Immortal. I need to keep these on gas, though. Let's see. I don't think he has another observer yet, so maybe I can camp this. Realistically, he's already building it, though. So, he's gonna kill my reactor now. Yeah, this is looking very tough, guys. I'm not sure this is the first loss, but this is definitely looking like a losser. Oh, this is a very bad move by him. He's actually giving me the best fight possible. I'm gonna get one more Viking up. But yeah, I think he has definitely beaten us here. Oh, maybe the Immortal's first. The Immortal's gonna die now. Okay, that's gonna give us hope. Fantastic. Let me drop all the meals I can. Another Stalker, maybe. Like, the problem is that he has way better eco than me, so he can actually make another Immortal. If one more Immortal finish it, I'm afraid that's gonna be it. If he's smart, he quite literally just makes an Observer here, and that should close the game out. The only reason he can't close it out yet is because he's, you know, having to walk up this ramp every single time. So now he made Zealot. That's an interesting choice. There we go. I'm gonna pull some other guys for this. Okay, and now he's actually going very deep here. I'm actually gonna be able to surround quite a few of those, I think. Maybe 1, 2? Oh, well... Okay, I got it. It wasn't a surround, but I got it in the end. I still have enough money to keep making. It is actually a sick fight. Oh, he's gonna lose another Stalker there. That's huge. Okay, maybe another one? Oh, he has an Immortal. Oof. Okay, the Immortal means I can never let him have the high ground again, or he can just shoot my Stalkers. Gonna kill the Adept. I mean, we're definitely out-microing him a little bit. But is it enough? That I don't know. Yeah, I need some more SCVs. I do have enough gas for another Viking, so I don't really have to make another one right now. Okay, gonna target that one Stalker. Get on the Immortal. The Immortal's taking a lot of damage, actually, surprisingly. Wait, he doesn't have death in my main. I thought I actually killed that when I attacked. Okay. I'm actually surprised that I've been able to make Vikings all this time. But I'll take it. These meals are saving my ass from so hard, by the way. Imagine if I didn't have these meals. Okay. The problem is that the Immortal, it can just kite me forever. That's the thing. Oh, now we're gonna get it maybe before the battery? Oh, okay. Now I need these 2 penguins to take the lead here. Oh, what was that range? That seemed like a 500 range Stalker shot. Now we are still somewhat alive. I need a little bit more gas so I can make another penguin. I mean, if he doesn't have another Immortal on the way, this could be winning. Another fight. Dude, what is the range of these Stalkers? Holy. Alright, there we go. Could I have done anything better? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not quite sure. I could have not made the fusion core, of course. The reason why I made the fusion core is because I thought I might like barely survive. And then I could win by countering with a BC. Because I don't really have a lot else to make. I think maybe... Let's see here. Maybe if I make a second starport instead of the fusion core. Yeah, I'm not... Like, a fusion core is not that expensive. It's basically the cost of a second starport, right? So, I don't think I really could make anything out of the second starport. So, I don't know. Maybe this was just lost with the build order. It's definitely possible. Now, I could have kept the bunker alive, but the problem is... like, here, he actually didn't target my Marines too well, but I have 2 Marines left. I'm not allowed to make any more Marines, right? Like, I really like to stick to the rules. So, here... I have 12 SCVs. Yeah, it definitely looks lost. I'm not sure. I'm actually not quite sure if I could have done anything better here. Maybe this build is just a default loss. The next time I'll definitely try something different and then we'll find out. But anyway, that's, I think, the first loss of the series. We always have to get there at some point. Let's stay strong and move on to game number 2. Ooh, we got a random player. Is that our first random player with Sky Terran to Grandmaster? That's actually a little bit tricky because I won't be able to open double gas in case it's a Terran or Protoss, which I normally... I mean, I don't think it's a necessity, but I would like to play it sometimes. But I guess we're just gonna have to go with a Reaper Expand here. I always do say playing against random with Terran is pretty easy. It's probably the easiest out of all the races. Or, well, to be fair... Zerg probably just has an easy time too, I think. I think it's mostly just Protoss that has a hard time. And if you guys are wondering why, it's because Protoss against Zerg, for example, a Protoss would always wall on the low ground. And they might not want to do that against Protoss on maps without a ramp. They might not want to do it against Terran on certain maps where you have like the back jump-in spots. So then, if they do wall on the high ground and they are playing against a Zerg, it gets pretty tough already. So yeah, but for Terran and Zerg, I think it's pretty easy. I'm not actually sure about Zerg, but it seems pretty easy because they just play hatch first and they scout pretty fast with the Overlord anyway, right? But as a Terran, you just go for a Reaper expand because you can do that in every single matchup, and then, you know, you see what they are and you adapt. Now with Sky Terran is different because I really want to rush to the starport, but at the same time, I cannot really play double gas expand against Zerg. Like, it's just a little bit too uneconomic of a build to play against Zerg. Like, it gets out of control pretty fast. So I'm just gonna go with the Reaper expand here, and then we'll see. And I'm kind of gonna hope he's Zerg just so my build actually works out perfectly, right? Oh, he's actually Zerg. There we go. That's the nice thing, right? He actually said his Overlord straight across. That's pretty funny. I think if you play random and you get Zerg, it might make more sense to send your Overlord like maybe a little bit more of a sketchy path, like right around here. But that is nice. We're playing against Zerg, which means our build is gonna be exactly what we want. And he's also being a little bit cheesy. Oh no, actually I scouted early, right? I have to keep in mind I didn't know he was Zerg when I scouted. Normally, if you arrive with an SCV and the hatchery is yellow HP, it means it's a pull first. But yeah, here I obviously scouted very early, and most notably, he doesn't have any gas, so it seems like he wants to go 3 hatch before making gas, which is interesting. Let me just check if he's a 3rd hatch on the outside. I guess on this map it would make sense if you made that on the inside, right? Because you have a very safe pocket base over here. Now my SCV hasn't scouted anything yet. And I'm just gonna go for, yeah, as standard of a build as I can think of, really. I don't think there's anything crazy to do. Gonna make a reactor. The hardest thing against Zerg, actually, for this challenge, is for me to hold back on flying the factory over to the reactor. Hey, there we go. Because it's just so natural to make Hellions. This is actually very typical, by the way. The fact that he lost 2 drones, you guys might be wondering, wait, that's poor micro. In case you guys didn't know, you're actually not supposed to lose any units to the Reaper. It's very defendable. But he has the exact same thing as when I play Zerg, is that he doesn't save money to make spore crawlers with his drones, right? So when I play Zerg, I always lose drones to the Reaper as well, because I'm just not used to defending it and I never save money. So that's actually funny seeing it happen to him, because it's probably the exact same thing. He might not be used to playing Zerg as much. Now, these links are actually a little bit suspicious. Why is he sending out extra Zerg links? Normally, you would only do this if you're trying to keep someone busy. So for that reason, I'm just gonna make a bunker blindly. I don't think anything can hit us too fast, because keep in mind he played with a very late gas. But I don't see another reason to really send out that many Zerglings early on. So I'm just going to make a blind bunker. It's 100 minerals to be safe, which is pretty costly. But, you know, rather than dying, right? I guess. That is, don't think that's too controversial here. Let me get the 3rd on the back. On this map, you should always make it a location, by the way, because it's, you know, it's free. No one's going to do anything. So, yeah, he's just making 1,000,000 drones, pretty much. That's what it seems like, right? He doesn't have any gases. Guess I'll do some more damage here. I mean, I did a little bit of damage myself this game. Now, I think I could go for fast BC here. I've been playing so many Banshees. I think it would be fun to actually go for fast battlecruiser, get extra gases up. This one could survive if there's not another queen here. There is another queen. But he's not paying attention, though. Okay, nice. So we're gonna get away. Kind of thought that was a lost cause, to be fair, but I'll take it. So, yeah, the problem is that my opponent has 1,000,000 drones and I didn't make Hellions. Normally, if someone plays no gas, you can just punish it by just right-clicking your Hellions straight through, roasting 1,000,000 drones, and that's it. But here, I wasn't allowed to make Hellions, so I'm definitely gonna be behind economically. Though I'm pretty sure from experience that those gases builds are not super efficient, because at some point you're gonna have to make all your gases at once. And it never really feels like it puts you that far ahead. So in that case, I don't think we have to be too worried. Maybe I can even go for I like a proper, like, triple starport battlecruiser now, because he's, you know, definitely not going to play aggressive on the back. I'm actually just going to do it. Frick it, guys. Triple port battlecruiser. He doesn't have any spores. He's making all of his gases at once. Normally that amount of gases would maybe look suspicious, but yeah, keep in mind he didn't even wall. Wow. He made a spine crawler and he didn't wall. His build is incredibly greedy. It's really funny because it's really weird what he's doing, but it looks exactly like the way I play Zerg, so I can't even tell you guys that it's weird. I know exactly that he's doing this because he's not exactly sure how to do a Zerg build properly. So it's really funny to see that it just looks like how I play. Now I'm gonna try to do something really confusing here. Just pretend that I'm gonna make, you know, medevacs or something, I don't know, Vikings. He's probably just gonna... It just looks weird, you know? He's probably just gonna have to think about it. That's the best part. Like, it doesn't even necessarily make sense what I did, but that's what's gonna make it better. I guess that's the most sensible way I could put it. Now I'm gonna get my eBay so I can make planetaries. I think for this game we kind of have to prepare for a really long game. I just don't want to make my battlecruisers yet, or my CCs yet, because I still have to afford a bunch of BCs. And yeah, I knew he was going to be super greedy. Still no Spore Crawler. I mean, at this point, he does have probably 80 drones, so even if I kill like 12, he's still going to have a pretty decent saturation. He's actually not moving any of them, though. And here we go. 3 BCs at the same time. I think I might actually kill him with that. If he doesn't go for a Spire... Oh, he does have a Spore there. That's unfortunate. If he doesn't go for a Spire, I could actually kill him with that. They're going to get Yamato pretty fast, too. These Banshees are an amazing distraction. Wait, did he move that from his main? Does he now no longer have a Spore in his main? Oh, he does. Okay. Wait, where did that one come from, then? I think I probably just missed a Spore. There probably were 2 in his main and I missed it. Now, these Banshees are doing an insane job. And the best part about this is actually not the drones that I'm killing. It's the distraction. Like, the drones are huge, but the fact that he's not going to be prepared for my triple BC at all is making this really strong. I target one more. I'm being a little bit greedy. Okay, I think that's enough. Now I can send it back. And in the back of this, I'm getting double armor, and I'm preparing to go for mass battlecruisers. Now, if he actually made banelings with that, he would have done an insane amount of damage, but he didn't. I know he has a baiting nest because I saw it go up. I didn't even realize I didn't have SCVs in these, or Marines in the bunker, by the way. I need one more. Wait, do we have one? Oh, they have 1-1. I was like, how the hell is he breaking through this? That's incredible. Okay, so he's gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah, he should have never broken through there, but I just didn't realize he had 1-1. So he's actually gonna do so much damage. And now I'm gonna be surrendered to dealing damage on his side of the map instantly, which is gonna happen because I have Yamato. And I actually have enough SCVs to still take care of this. Let me just get both of those. Ah, he's not even gonna try. Okay. Oh, he actually only had 6 queens. Okay, yeah, dude, he was being so greedy. I said it the entire game. Look at this, guys. I killed 29 workers, and he has 72 drones. That means that he had 101 drones, if my math is not off, besides all the buildings he made. He probably made 120 drones off of 6 queens, late gases, one spine crawler. So this was actually incredible great. Normally here, you're actually supposed to have at least 9 queens. And I was really expecting a Spire to be on the way. Now, I do believe Zerg buildings cancel when you teleport in. So, yeah, he was going to make a Spire. It seems like he forgot it, right? Because he had, I think, almost 1k in the bank. Or no, he actually made it in response to my BCs. I still think he could have forgot it, though, because it really seems like it was a Spire kind of build. Anyway, the triple port BC works. Let's move on to game number 3. Ooh, we got a 4-8 Zerg. So we went from a random player getting Zerg into the real deal. 4-8 Zerg is going to be very challenging. Can I go with the same kind of BC style? You know, I do think that battlecruiser build I just did really fits with the map I used it on. So it's not necessarily going to be as good here, but maybe it's worth a shot. I'm just going to try to read the game, though. I'm going to try to read the game very well and decide what the best option is. Maybe I should also do an SCV drop or something so I can repair my... That actually be pretty funny, because a medevac is almost useless in this series, right? Because I can drop landed Vikings and I can drop... You know, 1 Reaper and 5 Marines, and that's about it, and my SCVs. But it would be fun to actually get the medevac involved somehow. I wouldn't want the medevac to feel excluded from a Sky Terran challenge. That would be a little bit lame. If you guys are enjoying this content, by the way, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We recently reached 50k subs, and now our goal is to get 75 by the end of the year, which is an insane goal. But if you guys love me enough, I'm sure we can do it. So let's freaking go. If you're not subbed yet, get on the train, help yourselves out, click the button, don't miss any future videos. And turn on the notifications as well, of course, they help with that. What was his name? His name was Skyboy. Wait, he's an Elfax. Okay, that's actually a pretty high-tier team. Now, he's probably not on the main team, to be fair, but maybe he gets some coaching or something like that. I know they have... I think they still have Ragnarok, who actually did super well in the GSL this season, which is the Korean StarCraft 2 League, if you're unfamiliar. Now I'm gonna do a normal scout timing. I am always a bit wary when I play against Zergs. I've said it a lot throughout my challenges, but Zergs are just super cheesy at this MMR for some reason. I think below like top Grandmaster, they just really don't like playing macro games. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because Zerg is just a bit different from the other races, a bit complicated to play before perfection at least. So I'm always gonna have to scout, and there's a good chance I'll still have to play Banshee. Well, there's actually a really cool build I stole from a Chinese Terran called Time at one point. Time, once again, a pull first, as I said. Yeah, this already looks very cheesy to me. I don't know why they all cheese, but anyway, there was a really cool Sky Terran-ish build that I stole from Time. Now, that is a Roach Warren. So that is... He might cancel it, you know, after seeing it. But trying to complete my thought for the third time. I stole a build from Time, which was Liberator into Battlecruiser. And the point was actually... It was pretty genius if you think about it. What you did with it was that you would siege the Liberator on the back of their mineral line. I'll show you after I kill these Zerglings. Here we go. I'm not going to be able to get the last one, I think. But I'll still chase it anyway, because why not? Oh, yeah, I'm actually going to kill it. So you would siege the Liberator like here. And what they would do is they would move the Spore to back, and then you teleport the BC there. So it's actually like a pretty smart build. Okay, so he's still gonna go continue with the Roaches. In that case, I'm gonna make... Oh, why is my Marine here? You're crazy. I'm still gonna make a second bunker on the high ground too. I don't think he moved out yet, unless I missed it. But even in that case, I do have my thing ready. Now, a big thing about playing and stuff like this is that you don't want to over-adapt. So far... I've quite... Wait, I can actually kill that Overlord, by the way. So far, I've only seen one Roach. So maybe he's actually not making anything else. Okay, so there's a second Roach there. He could have killed me with that. Or my Reaper with that. There we go. Killing the Overlord is going to be huge. And then I'm going to make a tech lab for my starport. You guys go in there. Because if you... Okay, he's actually... Seems to be all-inning me. It could still be a mind game, but he seems to be all-inning me. So what I'm going to do... Actually, I need this barracks here for the wall. He has 2 queens. I mean, so far, I think I only saw 2 or 3 roaches, so... Oh, I wasn't able to scout his drone line. That really sucks. I guess we'll see. But I'm still not convinced this is a hardcore all-in anyway. If I've been making, like, you know... Let's say you're playing against this normally and you're making, like, siege tanks instead of Hellions and mass marines. It's actually going to be a little bit tough for you. Now here, I just reacted on what I scouted, which was quite literally 3 roaches. And now I'm still going to have a very good economy. You know, despite losing a few SCVs here, so that's perfectly fine. Micro the weak SCVs back. And kill this roach easily. And this way, without over-adapting, I scouted... You know, I scouted diligently, I reacted to what I saw, and now we're gonna be in a good spot. If I would have, like, lifted my natural to my main and made, like, 3 bunkers here and stuff, I would have been in a terrible spot, but now, it's looking pretty good. And it's actually one of the things I teach my students the most in coaching. Like, with Terran, it's such a big problem of over-adapting because you just need the momentum, you know? Like, if I would here do everything that I just mentioned, like, over-adapt way too much, even if I defend the attack without losing SCVs, I have nothing to counter-attack with, and... Zerg and Protoss can just drone up, make a lot of probes, and it's just never going to be that good for you. So here, I'm once again going to go for the battle cruisers, I think. See, 3rd hatch is finished already. I can actually salvage this bunker in the high ground, by the way. Should I scout with the barracks? I'm not quite sure if I should. It's very tempting, but I don't want to make it, like, too obvious what I'm doing, you know? Like, it's going to be obvious soon enough. I might as well keep the surprise. I'm actually just going to keep it around here. Keep in mind I killed this Overlord, right? So I don't actually have to worry about too much. And then maybe I should go for my quick setup. Like 5 command centers. Let's see. Yeah, 1 planet. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Before making a second starport, I'm actually going to get all my CCs already. I'll delay my BCs a little bit for it, but this map is small. This map is pretty cheesy, right? It's because it's small. So I don't want to take any risks here. I want to get into the macro game unscathed. That would be nice. Now, he has a lair already. You can tell by the fact that he was dropping creep with that Overlord. Let's see if he has a spore. Oh, there's no spore here. Ah, that's going to hurt. Once again, guys, the Banshees are just going to do an insane amount of damage. Now, he could have an Overseer here. Overseers do take a little bit to morph, though, so he might... Oh, wait, guys. I think he's actually very unfortunate. I think the fact that there was no spore there was a misclick. Let me explain to you guys quickly. When I went into his middle line, there was 1 drone AFK. So what it looked like he tried to make a spore, but one of his other drones blocked it and it didn't build. And I think my suspicion was confirmed by the fact that he had a spore in the other mineral line. So I think we got very lucky there that he actually misclicked a spore crawler. Or didn't misclick, he just didn't realize that his drone blocked it, I guess I should say. Now, this is most likely... Wait, was that a Mutalisk or there was a Zergling, right? Yeah. I was gonna say, this is most likely Mutalisk play because he has the lair very fast and we haven't really seen anything else. Now, he's gonna see this planetary fortress. And I feel like for a lot of Zergs, this is gonna be a sign to attack because they don't really want to get stuck in a eternal macro game against a turtling Terran. Let's see, get a few drone kills. Maybe I can even get a few more. Can I get away? No, probably not. I just have to go for another drone target. Didn't quite get it there. There we go. I might lose that one, but it's all good. I think it did its purpose, really. Now, I see Roach bailing, so... Wait. Oh, I do have... Wait, where's the other BC? Is it across already? I actually got lost there a little bit. Where is the other battlecruiser? I think I probably rallied it without realizing it. Now, let's get my two planetaries up, and then I'm gonna be really set to go into the macro game. Now, he does have transfuses, which is really annoying. We'll do some Yamatos here. He's trying to target the low HP one, which is a good move, but I'll be able to micro it pretty well anyway. There we go. I'm trying to bait him because I know I'm not gonna lose it, and this way I'm gonna kill all the queens. Yeah, this looks perfect. He's actually gonna lose all the queens here. He doesn't have enough to target it. And he's even running away. This is the worst mistake you can do, by the way. You actually can't really run away from BCs. What is this build? Yeah. Welcome to Maverick, baby. Sky Terran to Grandmaster. The double BC, or the double Banshee into the double BC always works. I do have to say, didn't he literally scout everything? He did actually scout everything. Okay, so he was being really greedy. He also had 1,000,000 resources, which means there was probably... a spire right there, as I was gonna say. But yeah, he actually did scout everything. Maybe he didn't realize. If you want to counter a double BC a bit easier, you just make a second spore per base. Because you could tell it took me ages to kill the spore with transfuses. Like, the spore is the thing that did all the damage on this BC, right? Like, this BC took 350 damage. I think, you know, probably 200 plus is just from that spore. If you have 2 spores, teleporting a BC is very rough. You start a few more queens. You should have been making more queens here, and then he's fine. I personally think he just didn't realize that he scouted it. Because if he did, he probably would have had more defenses. But yeah, he had all the info in the world. But still, my build is weird, and that's what's so good about this build. If you make another air unit that's not... a Viking, let's say, because Viking into BC is normal. If you play Liberator into BC, Banshee into BC, they just never expect the BCs because no one plays like that. Now, if we get another Zerg, I really want to do that build I mentioned where I go Lib into BC. This game I really wanted to make Banshee because there were roaches out on the field. Anyway, the games were short enough, so let's go for final game 4. Alright, here we go. A 5k Protoss player and our first Grandmaster. Alright, we can see them, guys. They're in sight. Now, this is the true grand finale of this episode. Don't worry, the show is nowhere near ending yet, but this is going to be a banger for the last game. Now, how on earth can we beat a 5k Protoss player with Sky Terran? I am not quite sure about that one. We did get our first loss today against a Protoss player, but that Protoss player cheesed us. I do think players higher MMR than you are less likely to cheese. I'm actually not sure if that's true, you know? Maybe we should keep a spreadsheet of all the games and all the strategies they do so we can tell, like, you know, how it really is. Because I feel like sometimes if players are high MMR, they're kind of like, oh man, this guy sucks, let's get it over with and cheese. But at the same time, if they really care about their MMR, they should probably be more confident in a macro game, because a macro game is safer. If you're a better player, you're gonna win, right? But in the end, I'm not quite sure what option people choose for. I feel like I would most likely cheese someone that's lower than me as well. But I'm also not quite sure about my own behavior in those cases. I'm gonna go for a double gas here. I feel like a Grandmaster should probably fall for the mind game. He should probably be aware enough of like the double gas meta that he falls for the mind game of me playing double gas without actually making Hellions or something like that. At least if he probe scouts. Some good players prefer to not probe scout because I'm not sure why. Maybe because they get mind gamed all the time, right? I have no idea. Some players also like to scout proxies. So this scout arrives when my barracks is finished, which normally means they scouted a proxy first, but in this case, I think it means that the map is just big. Because I'm pretty sure this looks like a normal gateway scout on a big map, right? It arrives when my barracks is almost finished. So, actually, let's go for the bronze move. Maybe, like, he's never gonna expect it. Yeah, exactly. Mind game number 1, guys. I feel like a Platinum player would have escaped with that worker, but a Grandmaster player is like, no way anyone does that, right? So, The bronze move works again. Fantastic. And now the mind game is actually going to be in full effect, because he's not even going to realize that I'm going to make a reactor after this Reaper. I think he might not... No, I think he saw that I cut gas with my SCVs, right? I think he saw me pull a few SCVs out of gas. I'm not 100% sure, but judging by the timing, he should have actually seen that. So I'm going to be very confident. I'm going to put my CC on the low ground and just assume he's not going to send a unit across. Sometimes they still do. But I'm just gonna, you know, YOLO it. We are playing against the higher MMR player, so measures like this are in order. Now, there's actually nothing here. He has one adept. Can we kill one probe? Oh, please. I'm gonna die. Yay! Okay, perfect. I was gonna die 100%, so I killed it. This is not a good Reaper, by the way. Just so you guys know. Even if I seemed excited at killing that probe, not a good Reaper. A good Reaper is a Reaper that scouts what they're doing. A bad Reaper is a Reaper that dies for killing one probe without scouting. If I killed 2 probes, I would have been alright with it. But 1 probe without scout, definitely not enough there. So, my bad. Definitely, I greeded a little bit for that worker. And, yeah, I lost my Reaper for it. Obviously, if you can kill a worker and think you can get away, you should just go for it. Now, this is going to be a bit rough, because I actually don't have enough units to kill this Adept here. Maybe with some really good micro. I mean, he is pulling back for no reason, so that's going to give me time to get my extra units out. He's gonna go for the SCV, which is perfect for me. Oh, he actually is just... That second attack was really fast. Oof. This is... Oh, actually, that's a really bad shade. Okay, we're lucky. I was gonna say, this is some game-losing stuff right here, but that shade was so bad. That literally saved my game. Like, no exaggeration, without that shade, we might have actually pretty much died here, but that shade just saved our asses, which is fantastic news. I would love to go for BCs here. I think BC might be like the best surprise element that I have against a better player. How could this work out? So there's a Stalker. Yeah, the Stalker is going to be annoying, but we're not going to die anymore, which is nice. If he miss micros, he might even lose the Adept. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, he's actually... Oh, he looked like he was coming forward there for a second. And more importantly, I'm actually, you know, taking some of his attention. You can tell he's definitely microing super well, though. And we're behind in this game. I know I sound like we're not behind, but we're definitely behind. These trades are not great. But I'm just happy after that early game that we're not quite literally going to die. That is why I'm a little bit excited. Now, I'm actually going to go for some extra gases here. The problem with adding extra gases against Protoss is that Protoss can always scout them for free with the Adept shade. If you shade an Adept here, and it's 4 gases, that should already scream Battlecruiser. Battlecruiser is a build that's very rare, but you need a ton of gas for it, because typically you accompany it with siege tanks and stuff like that. So, if an Adept would see that, it really just screams Battlecruiser. He's not shading there so far, though. I'm mostly just afraid of like a blink all-in hitting me right now, because I would probably die to it. But then again, we have to grab the chances that we have. Okay, so blink is being chrono. That is 2 gateways there. He has a forge. Okay, so wait, that forge might mean he went for forge for detection instead of a robo. If he does not have a robo... Oh, he does have... Okay. Wait, why does he have the forge then? Why would you make a forge that fast? That is highly unusual. Does seem like... Oh, I'm actually a little bit supply locked. Oh, wait, I'm making too many... Oh, I didn't realize I was making too many Marines. Oops, I'll make sure to kill those. My bad. I guess I was just trying to cover the blink all-in, but I'm obviously not allowed to make more. Now, I guess I still have a chance to defend this with my Battlecruiser. Like, I could get into his base with my 2 Banshees, kill the rest with my BC. I know it sounds like a little bit of copium, and it is, but... You know, we have to use anything we can here. And this would also be the good test. I said it at the start that, you know, a blink all-in might be the hardest thing to deal with. And we might need extra rules for playing... Oh, I cloaked that a millisecond too late. That's unfortunate. We might need, like, extra units to play around with against Protoss. Oh, he probably has an observer there. Oh, no. Wait, it wasn't cloaked? I guess I must have uncloaked it unintentionally. Now, I'm going to teleport my BC in the back there. Yeah, my entire game plan to win right now is just going to be Battlecruisers, right? I don't think there's anything else that I can switch to at this point. I could go for Banshee speed, maybe. But, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to send this back in. Okay. I'm actually going to kill this battery anyway. Because without the battery, I can never do damage. With the battery, I can. Now, this Banshee's just going absolute ham, by the way. This dude doing fantastic. This harassment has been super good. And now his Stalkers are coming. He's definitely making some mistakes here, guys. Okay. Starting to get in there. Look at his Battlecruisers getting so much damage done. That's probably going to be about 10 probes. Maybe get this gas one. Now he does have way too... Oh, no, I think I'm okay. Right? Oh, no, if he has another blink, I think we're barely okay, but I'm not sure. Almost killed that Stalker too. Okay. Now we're alive, guys, and we're maybe a little bit more than alive even. Having killed so many workers. He's making more and more gates. Okay. So his plan to end this game seems to be to go for a Zealot Stalker and just kind of kill me. Before I get like set up or anything like that. Now we'll see. I can get some more workers done. He might even use a battery overcharge for that. Let's see. Just gonna Yamato this. I think I'm safe here in like every base. I could actually just send a BC to every single base. That'd be kind of sick. I like a BC camping every single base. I mean, if he doesn't kill me and I get my planetaries up, that would actually be very, very nice. And I'm gonna just kill that. He's going for DTs. Been behind Dark Shrine, I suppose. And he's putting his Stalkers away, which means he doesn't have Stalkers there anymore. Because he only left a few. Right? Assuming that I only had that one battlecruiser in that nuke there. Now I do need to pull this BC out super fast. I'm actually just gonna teleport it out. It's gonna die. There we go. Wow, the micro has been sick with these. I can't believe the amount of value we got with BCs, even though my opponent played, yeah, like a million Stalkers pretty much. Let me get this up as well. Planetary here. And this planetary is gonna deal with the Stalkers pretty easily. I might not be able to mine from that gas again, but, you know, it's good enough for me, really. I'm gonna teleport another BC there. Kill some more workers here. There we go. And now I can send this one across too. I'm pretty much like, normally you keep your BCs together. Now I'm using them all separately. Let's see, you go there. I have one starport that's just flying somewhere. There we go. Kill this one. And I can kill some pros in the main as well. Do I have anti-DT turrets? Maybe not. Okay, he blinked on top, which means I actually might be able to kill those Stalkers there. Get this one back in. The multitasking here is getting a little bit crazy. Okay, we killed that BC. He blinked forward, but he doesn't have enough Stalkers. We're getting in with another BC while he's not looking. Get a Yamato off. Oh, no. He actually warped in some Stalkers, I think, and I didn't realize. Okay, so that's our first blunder of the game, I want to say. I feel like up until that point, we were actually microing those perfectly. I should probably get some, what are they called? Oh, I don't have a turret here. Oops. Probably get some armory, so I can actually get upgrades for these bad boys. Now, where's this? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I clicked on the portrait to find it, but it was actually right where I was looking. Okay. Oh, I have another BC here. I didn't realize. 13 kills. 4 kills on that one. He might have a 4th base, actually. I should probably check for that. Or maybe he has the gold or something. Should I just fly towards the gold? Or is that a little bit silly? Is it like a waste of time? Okay, so he has this 4th base. Means he probably doesn't have the other one. We're at 78 SCVs, which is fantastic. Probably just depower these 2 pylons over here. Let's see, let's kill that one. I mean, it's just little victories everywhere, right? That counts. See, every time I do something, he kind of tends to abandon the other bases a little bit. Just gonna Yamato on the battery for the memes, and then I'm actually just gonna fly away. I mean, I'm not gonna fight those, I don't know how many Stalkers it was, but it was too many. So what does he have here? So he's sending Zealot. I could actually try to take this base. See, does he have enough Stalkers here? He doesn't. He is making a few more though. Let's get some extra starports, because I'm getting a little bit richer now. He might blink forward, but I actually have 2 Yamatos available, so I'm not sure how effective that is going to be. And with the battery, we have to be scared always. Let's see. That's like 4 Stalkers I killed, I think. Okay, he's gonna fight this battlecruiser. I'm kind of okay with this, actually. Gonna teleport these back. Kill 1 more Stalker and blink out. Free trades, always welcome. Now, I actually wonder what the unit's losses in this game. I feel like it must be pretty sick. Not quite sure, because I did lose 1 BC. I haven't, like, technically killed that many. But at the same time, I do feel like it has to be pretty sick. I have no SCVs mining in the main anymore. What's up with that? Yo, look at this battery, though. I can't even kill a probe. Holy. Does it have armor upgrade? Not even an armor upgrade on that. So there he sees I have the 4th base. That's probably a little bit demotivating for him, to be honest. But now we're going to try to take this base. I know it's a little bit crazy, but... Oh, let's kill... Oh, I've got to get out. There's too many. Okay, how many BCs do I have active? I feel like I need to try repair all of those. I have 1 more low HP one somewhere. Where's the low HP one? Oh, this one was the red HP one. Okay, I see. Let's see. I think I can Yamato the battery again in 1 shot at this time, because I hit it before. There we go. Beautiful. Normally those stalkers would obviously be enough, but... Oh, now I gotta teleport out as well. And now I have a fleet of like 10 BCs that I can use. Let's see, I think it's time to get a Raven as well. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get my upgrades first. Make my upgrades and a Raven, actually, why not? Get this planetary up. You need to get repaired, buddy. Let's see, get a CC going here. This PF turned out to be not even necessary somehow, by the way. I don't know how. I really thought I was gonna get like a hardcore A moved at some point, but actually it turned out to not even be necessary. So I have 12 battlecruisers. Same upgrades. Ideally, I would have one more upgrade, but same upgrades is decent. Now, should I make more Ravens or just keep it with the one? I'm not sure about that. I think I actually have a decent idea here. I'm gonna teleport this one there. He probably has observers that see these coming, but I want to like distract him with like 1 BC. So sometimes you'll tend to maybe send, you know, like 10 stalkers there or something, and then I can actually trade well at the front. Okay, here we go. Get some BCs. Can I teleport? Oh, I actually don't have a teleport on that one. Now the Yamato's going absolutely ham there, by the way. Maybe send this one into the main. Oh, the pullback. Still doesn't have a teleport. Now it has a teleport. Let's go. I almost have an anti-armor missile. Oh, he's gonna try to kill it, but it's actually not gonna be enough here. And I have so many BCs. I can even make a few more starports. There we go. Oh, I'm probably gonna lose this one. Wait, it's actually not using the battery. There we go. Oh, he's actually gonna go for it. Okay. I'll use the anti-armor missile and I'll just trade this. And there we go, guys. We have somehow absolutely destroyed a 5k Grandmaster Protoss. Units lost, looking super juicy 3 times in a TVP. I think it's a very rare sight that you're going to trade that well against Protoss. Protoss units obviously very strong in an army against Terran. 4k against 12k. How many workers did I kill? 62. Only lost 7. My army was... I had more stalkers... Well, I actually had more BCs than he had stalkers at this point. 99 SCVs against 66. Guys, this was a beautiful game. I think if he attacked us, we would have died 100%, right? There's no question about it. I think he had 10 stalkers when I had 5 marines, right? I was just busy killing my own marines. But yeah, we held it down with the planetaries. BC harassment was insane. And this map is really good for it, by the way. Airspace, airspace. There's airspace everywhere in every single base. I'm not sure about this one. This one you might be able to hit, though it actually looks like it's airspace. BCs are pretty big units, however. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We beat our first Grandmaster, which is good news. We also got our first loss, so it was a bit of a roller coaster. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.